Hey guys, Frank Curzio here with another live update. Sitting here with my Lucky Brand shirt because I like to feel comfortable. Actually, when your wife's home all day with the kids, you don't get the laundry done as much. So no collar shirt today. But want to report to you guys what I'm seeing today. Again, I love the feedback that I'm getting from this frankcurzioresearch.com, and this goes on our Curzio Research YouTube page. But watching TV today and listening to some of these analysts, we're having a decent day. The market was up, it was down 700, then it came all the way back up. Now it's pulling back a little bit, but we're still up pretty nicely. I think I saw three different people try to call a bottom here and say, we're coming close based on these technicals, or we're coming close based on these fundamentals. I would love to see their research because fundamental wise, every company removed their guidance, right? We don't know what's going on. You're looking at just what's ahead here. I mean, you're looking at what's going to happen in the future, and I know what's going to happen in terms of the economy is going to be completely shut down, which is crazy. Think about that, the economy. The emails that I'm getting in from my podcast, Wall Street Unplugged podcast, hundreds of them, hundreds every week. Layoffs are starting. You're going to see layoffs. There's a lot of companies. Mark Cuban came on TV yesterday and said, "I'm paying all my employees." Everybody's saying that now. Wait 2 weeks, because if you run a business or you run a small business and think about paying your employees. I mean, it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. It could be tens of millions of dollars based on the size of your company. And you could say, well, I'm going to pay you. Okay, that's assuming that this is going to be a 1 month problem. Do you really think it's going to be a 1 month problem? I mean, yeah, we're kind of in a shutdown for 1 month and we're closing everything, but it's kind of crazy when you look at the numbers. I mean, is this stuff really going to come back online? But that revenue is disappearing, but yet you have to continue to pay, and your balance sheet's going to get weaker. A lot of these companies already have terrible balance sheets. So what else is going to come in the next 30 days? We're going to see bailouts in the energy industry, bailouts in the auto industry, bailouts in airlines, maybe bailouts in retail. I mean, they're not generating any revenue. A lot of these companies are just sitting there. Some technology companies they're doing fine. But you're looking at these industries where they're completely shut down, but yet they're supposed to pay their employees. It's not going to happen. I mean, the CEOs are sending out notices to these people saying, listen, stay home for now. After a week or two, I don't know how they're going to continue to pay their employees. Again, we're looking at a market that's going to have almost no positives over the next month and all negatives. So every time we see a bump in the market, we're down 30%, everyone's getting excited and saying, now's the time to buy. You got to buy. Be very, very careful. I mean, we call a lot of this. We told you to stay in the sidelines. Our clients doing very well. With that said, there's still a lot of downside left here. I mean, it's just so much uncertainty still that we have in this marketplace. And don't try to be a hero, because I know you see in this market, you're like, damn, I could have bought Uber. It's up 40% today. It's down 50% in 3 weeks. It was down 15% yesterday. Airlines were down 25%. Today, United was up 7% at one point. I mean, this is not market conditions that a mom and pop investor can invest in. It's very, 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 very dangerous right now. So I saying this, pound this message in your head, stay in the sidelines. I wish you'd shut the TV off, especially after seeing Ackman on yesterday. I was kind of hoping that was the bottom. That's why he'll be known for that, because he was a hot mess. But just shows the emotional, even behind the professionals here, of what's going on with this market. But we've never seen anything like this in history. We've never seen a complete lockdown of countries. Europe is completely shut down. China was shut down. If you're Apple, that means you didn't have any supplies, nothing for 2 months. And now that China's opening, you shut down everything else. So now it's 4 or 5 months for Apple. I mean, for other companies, it could be 4, 5, 6 months. And if you think this is going to come back right away, I'm telling you, you really think people are going to jump on a plane as soon as we see the coronavirus risk subside? I mean, we're going to see infections explode. We just saw one of the biggest numbers now, thousands. Was it 3,000 today? So you have to be very, very careful. A lot of negative news coming down the line. And even the consensus is bad now, and it's going to be okay soon. Just like they said it was supposed to be a V-shaped recovery. Now it's a U-shaped. It's probably going to be an L-shaped. You're not going to see people running to Disney parks. You're not going to see people running to theaters right away. It's going to take a while for that sentiment to change, and that's what this is. This is a sentiment problem. It can't be measured in numbers. Okay, so with fair value on the market right now, I really believe that. Where in 3 years, I think if you're buying stocks, you'll be happy. Very, very happy. But we could see a lot more pain, especially in the short term. And I don't think we're going to see this thing come back as people think. I mean, this could last well into 2021 as people are going to change their habits. You're shocking them. That doesn't go away. We saw it with September 11. People didn't jump on planes for 3, 4 years later, even though the airlines opened up a month later or a week later. So just be very careful about everyone telling you everything's going to bounce back. There are going to be pockets you can pick away in, but it's very difficult to jump in here, especially for mom and pop investors. Seen 40% Uber up today. It was down 15% yesterday. These are crazy moves. And it also tells you how uncertain these markets are. That's evidence of it. So be very careful out there. Questions, comments, frankcurzioresearch.com. And I'll report back to you guys soon. Take care.